One, two,
Okay everyone, my name is Fred Carvalho, I'm from Brazil, I'm black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and I'm teaching Caringbah. So welcome to Gracie Barra, Caringbah, I'm the head coach here and everyone's more than welcome to come and learn our gentle art. And I believe a gentle art because it comes from a pretty small, skinny guy, pretty light, okay? And Master Carlos Gracie, together with Master Helio Gracie, they develop a few different ways for us to use our leverage. Our main goal will be close all the gaps and take down. Once you have on the ground, our point and our strategy will be apply our leverage through sweeps, chokes, umbers, foot locks, leg locks.
Majority of it is leverage, and it's essentially human chess. It's no different to judo and wrestling in trying to outsmart and outwit your opponent, but the difference between this sport and those sports is that you get your opponent to submit verbally, or they can either tap out with their hand. So my name's Charlie, I'm 30 years of age. I started Jiu-Jitsu about 8 years ago and fell in love with the sport almost by accident through meeting some people at university. I remember going up to a gym which no longer exists now at Sydney Uni, and I was introduced to a mate of mine who basically said they were training in a sport called Jiu-Jitsu and didn't really like the look of it at first. It looked a little bit homoerotic and I didn't think it was anything that I would be interested in, but as soon as I jumped onto the mat and I had my arm what felt like was being broken, I was intrigued to know what my opponent was doing, and from there my passion for the sport just grew. I've come to this gym now and we're all good friends, but we also help each other in our daily lives. And through Jiu-Jitsu I've had the opportunity to travel overseas and compete in major international tournaments, and really happy with the way my progression in Jiu-Jitsu is, and I hope that I have many, many more years to come out of it.
In Gracie Barra Caringbah, we pretty much a traditional Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. Our kids program, we have a variety of classes. So we have 3 kinds of classes, which will be a Future Champions 1, Future Champions 2, and also classes for teens. We start from 4 years old, and kids until the age of 14 is still considered as a kid. After that age, we start as an adults class, all right? The kids learn how to defend themselves, and also they learn a lot of drills. We stretch and we pass a positive ideas how can they live as secure life.
Hi, my name is Liam and I'm a yellow belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
My name's Samaya Matthews and I'm a yellow white belt in Jiu-Jitsu.
I'm Kiani Matthews, a yellow belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
The best thing about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is that you meet a lot of new people and you learn self-defense, and that's always fun.
That I get to meet new friends, have fun, and also learn some self-defense techniques.
Well, what Jiu-Jitsu to me is about having fun, playing with friends, and learning. That's what Jiu-Jitsu to me.
My favourite move in Jiu-Jitsu is probably the Kimura, where you grab someone's arm and twist it till
Give out
they
a couple
tap
of
it out.
those. I'll come back to you, okay?
It would probably be the Kimura because it's a submission and it's the kind of person I am.
We also offer an anti-bully program, which you're gonna talk and teach them how to deal with different situations at street, at school, and how to communicate themselves to the teacher at school, how to talk with parents, and support them in challenging times.
It teaches you self-defense techniques for if you're in a bullying situation or something like that. And if you get attacked, you have those self-defense techniques to get you out of that situation.
I feel more confident in things. I talk way more than I used to.
It's priceless to see the little kids improving his them confidence.
I basically just did that as a release from my studies, and since I graduated I've taken up the sport a little bit more competitively, and it now is a big part of my, my quality of life. It improves my mood after work. You know, if I'm stressed, it's a good outlet for me to release, and it's really good for core strength and for overall fitness.
Relaxation, I get home from after school, have to do homework, and it's like I'm doing school at home, but at Jiu-Jitsu I can sort of relax and have fun with my friends and all that here.
They're always really fun and the people are always really nice to you, and it's a good new thing to learn.
I've been part of a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school. For me, be able to teach and share my knowledge every single day with a different people is something like priceless for me. I can see my life without Jiu-Jitsu. Every day I learn, every day I teach someone, every day I help someone. I feel like I'm learning also from them. Every time I help someone, I'm kind of helping myself. So that's the spirit I try to share to everyone inside of the mat, outside of the mat.
Is basically, you know, when I've had some really tough times, you know, whether I've got family issues or, you know, I'm struggling emotionally, I've always found that Jiu-Jitsu has been amazing in allowing me to release stress and even open up to some of my colleagues, my training partners, and it's amazing, you know, what they will also disclose to you. You know, a lot of tough things that have gone in my life have also occurred to some of my opponents, and you know, we've bonded over those kind of things, and they've helped me immensely to get through those tough times, and it's made me a stronger and better person, and I'm forever grateful for the guidance and for the friendship that I've received in the gym and the sport itself. Yeah. Another little thing I'd like to touch on is the evolution of the sport in Australia. When I first started, there wasn't a lot of gyms, and it was very competitive between the gyms, and it was, I would use the term here loosely, but there was a lot of politics within the sport, and you know, if club members jumped ship to another gym, there was a lot of animosity shown, not from the student ends, but from the coaches and from the other staff. But what I've noticed now is that, you know, they're a lot more liberal in allowing their students to train elsewhere, and we're a lot more supportive of other gyms. Not long ago, very recently rather, there was a gym that burnt down, and it wasn't due to any conflict within gyms, but just an accident, I guess, if you want to say that. And the other gyms banded together and helped to raise funds to try and get that gym back up and running. And you know, it's really showed me how this sport has progressed on many levels. You know, and now it's a sport which is growing very rapidly, and everyone is really tight. It's a really close-knit community, and you know, when we go to tournaments now, our opponents are more like friends rather than adversaries. So it's a really, really nice thing to see.
Cool.
Sweet.